afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Crossroads Winter. In the north, it is Jpeg. I don't really know what the name means. I'm just calling him Jpeg because I can read that. Fun here for the German army, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the Germans. Yes, the Oberkommando West with fortifications, Firesturm, and special operations. Interesting choice there with triple infantry. Forming up here, the 5th Panzer Division, Western South, that is Use-M246, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, and Comrade Stalin. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Guards, Tank Corps with Guard Motor, Armored Assault, and Urban Defense, triple infantry. We'll have to see where this goes off, but Jpeg's definitely got some rarely seen doctrine. Firesturm seems to be usage, but fortifications and special operations are definitely not common meta choices, if you will. Double conscripts there, we've got double conscripts. Jpeg heading east here for the missions, the fuel there, and Use heading more centre, east and west, so he's basically just going all over the place. More conscript away there for Use. Samag's being laid down around his car point for the western fuel point there to defend against fascist assaults under the command of Jpeg. Folks moving up here, going to lay down some sandbags. Folks moving up there. Also still moving westwards. And Guinea's about to clash here with the Germans. First shot to be fired here in the 1 minute, 30 minute second, sort of roughly time span there. Guinea's versus Volksgrenadiers, holding up in heavy cover. Sturmpanzers, folks both ground points. They can't easily just move in and sort of clean them out. Up north here, points secured there. 3rd folks on the way there for Jpeg. With conscripts there, laying down sandbags by the western fuel pond as well. Fighting continues down here. Sturmpanzers moving up. He's going to try and sneak up on the engineers, force them away. Good play there by Jpeg. Engineers running too soon. They did get a Volksgrenadier kill, which is pretty good there for Use. First opening moments so far. There no sign of doctrine there. No sign of doctrine. Folks move towards the east centre here now. Ready to link up with the remaining German forces. Use here going for another engineer squad. Might be planning some faster tech or just grabbing more territory. We'll have to see. Folks with their versus conscripts. Sturmpanzers busy grabbing territory far south here. And we got folks with the conscripts catching here. Bit wedged between the sandbags, they almost finished, and the heavy cover there. Bit awkward there for Use-M246's men, slightly wondering, comrades, did we really need to put cover in front of the cover? Of course, it's standard operating procedure. He would have gotten shot otherwise. Highway shuffling far there. Sandbags here by the west point. Meanwhile, southeast, Jpeg's advance continues here on Use-M246, and Guinea's being slightly forced back. As well, remember, big thanks to Dion and to Dana for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with their hard-earned money. Big thanks to you. You're part of my company, heroes. A big thanks to my Patreon supporters, without which certainly all of these episodes would not be possible either. And you too can donate or Patreon page and support the mighty Propagandacast as well. Links in the video description. I'll be busy laying down ground points here in the centre. Jpeg's going to try and lay on the sandbags. Who knows? He may still try it. Trotting over for Jpeg. No sign of tech yet there for Use. I imagine you'll be seeing the field infirmary going up. Yes, indeed. As expected. Sturmpanzers versus engineers. Flamethrower versus assault rifle. As long as they're heavy cover, the assault engineers or the Sturmpanzers will deal with the assault engineers there quite easily. In fact, almost getting a wipe there on Use-M246 early flamethrower squad. That would certainly be quite painful for him. Because the Sturmpanzers being quickly focused on by the conscript though, taking 2 casualties. But still, Jpeg continues from the east towards the west, sweeping away. The Use-M246 is not ready to withstand such a foot blitzkrieg here from Jpeg and the German army. Comes there trying to hold the line, but they are struggling in the face of Jpeg's aggression. No sign of doctrine yet for either side. Trap them milling about. We'll have to see if it's going to be. Will it be mechanized? Will it be a battle of headquarters? Both of our blocks are there for Jpeg here versus Use-M246. Possibly shot, scorched. Need some more troops in there to support. Need to retreat those Sturmpanzers soon as well, otherwise they might get crawled up here and wiped. And that would certainly, I think, hurt the German player here significantly. There you go. Sturmpanzers riding, flamethrowers moving ahead. Up north here, folks with engineers there. There you go, engineers routed. More folks moving westwards. There you go, it is the battle headquarters for Jpeg and the German army. Brandhand gone out of the engineers and conscripts advancing. Need more support there, though, to deal with advancing Soviet infantry. Cut up unsecured. Use could start trying to send forces eastwards, begin hitting the eastern territories of Jpeg. Merging the conscripts with the engineers. Top-notch play, except the conscripts get wiped. Less top-notch there. Jpeg, though, really was able to quickly spot out. Hang on, he's merging an already depleted unit with the engineers, so he can quickly just focus it down and then move over to the engineers. Solid reaction there by Jpeg. Solid reaction. Not a lot of players would have done that because, again, most players don't expect their opponents to merge, conscripts with engineers. Few players do that in general. So there's a bit of a calculated risk there by Use-M246. In this case, Jpeg was able to easily just spot it and punish it. I mean, solid work there. Banham gun at advancing conscripts there. Slowly burn them through. More troops around here. Forces will need to retreat. Still, good control of the map here. So for Jpeg, he's controlling all of the vital points plus several resource points. Basically, either ensuring he's getting more fuel through controlling fuel points or by denying his opponent access to his own fuel points. So, thumbs up there to Jpeg. Solid start there. They'll, of course, need to be careful not to get any units wiped. Back here, medics ready. Will he go for an early flak half track? Will he try and take ahead? Light infantry guns, MG34s. Lots of options here for Jpeg versus you. So, of course, may want to take up. We got flare mines down here. Good work there. That'll definitely be a bit of a frustrating point there for Jpeg's infantry. Following about, there we go. We got assault rifles up the sword. Very good. Putting more pressure there on Use-M246's infantry here in the early mid-game. That's going to be a significant advantage there for Jpeg very fast. So, good reaction there. Bit of further from upgrading other troops. Of course, you could also go for Firestorm to add MP40s. That could also be quite effective here, but we'll have to see what he goes for. So far, there's no sign of a doctrine. He's being focused on it again. Merging this time, though. Bit more safely here, though, for Use-M246. The counter in a much better condition, so more safely can merge without risking getting wiped. Still, thumbs up that you used to consistently merging his conscripts with engineers. Very good ability that also tends to get rather overlooked by a lot of solo players. Back here, troops reinforcing. Still nothing going on there in Jpeg's base. Can't go for the flak half track now he wants to. Answer seems to be 9. Going for the western car point again. Good harassment. Used to looks like he's going about to find a return the favor then hit Jpeg's few car point there. Folks there, engineers caught laying down mines, or at least disrupted laying down mines. Hard to say if he actually spotted it and does something about it. He'll have to cancel those mines though. Tank command up. They went straight for this pump company to the tank command, so that's probably a fast T-70 here from Use-M246 once he gets the fuel open up again. Otherwise, it's going to be a less than fast T-70. Which enough did not go for the car point. Instead went for the Eastern Victory Point. We got 366 versus 500. So, bit understandable those folks on the Victory Points. He's already bleeding out somewhat fast here. And obviously he's looking to delay his opponent just bleeding him out there. 10-10 command almost done. Engineers had to work with those construction bits. Conflict versus the False Grenadiers. Line for gun here for Jpeg. An interesting pick there considering his opponent is... Whoops. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. Mouse briefly died out on me. Briefly died out on me. I do apologize for that. Still opponents grab the Eastern Victory Point here. It was a nice mouse, but yeah, it's as you can hear, this slightly beginning to crap out on me, basically shutting itself off from time to time. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, and then vanishes mysteriously into thin air. Gotta love that physics engine. I mean, the most completely, utterly anomalous physics straight out of Chernobyl. Before it even began. Fortifications nearest conscript artillery raining down here from the light infantry. Like they should see so far no hits. Again, I'm surprised it went for it. It just seems like a weird pick here, to be honest. I think more machine guns or something like that have been something better, to be honest. Then going for a light infantry gun here. He's also got an anti-tank weapon, so it's going to be one with the T-70 here from Use-M246. Union's about to get wiped with the False in the jump unit. So these some points scored by the conscripts. Digging in with sandbags as well. Very good there. Truck on the way for Mr. Jpeg. Let's go with the Schwerer Panzerhauptquartier. Western fuming ceased here. I mean, Use is definitely struggling here with so far the rapid progress here of Jpeg. Of course, the T-70 is going to be a big problem. He is going for the Kettenwerfer, but definitely feel like the line for gun was a weird choice. In fact, moving really awfully forward towards the front line here. Which seems like a particularly strange call there by Jpeg, to be honest. T-70 is out though, and he'll probably begin retracting it to a slightly safer position within his domain before the T-70 runs and he just hands it there to Use-M246, which would be pretty bad for Jpeg. Fox what they could have been wiped out firing down here. Need to get them onto safety. Academy effort down there as well. Shroud punted quarters, we'll have to see what sets up. We'll protect some of the territory, we'll just set up in the base and decide to play it safe. Both I think of other options there for Jpeg and in the fight against Use and the Soviets. Comes to the routed. T7 moving in there. 0 kills so far. But as always, that can quickly change. You need something out. There we go. Schwerer Panzer headquarters up there for you, Jpeg and the German army. Mines down there for Use-M246. Good mining there. Good mining. Still no sign of doctrine from either side. Starting to look less like Fortifications here, to be honest, for Jpeg. So it's other special operations or fortifications. Definitely two less meta doctrines as of late, so that'll be interesting. As for Use, I mean, the longer it goes on, more likely it's got motor or armored assault. It could still be like urban defense, but I feel like that one is less likely. It's kind of one of those doctrines you want to pick a bit early and get more effect out of it. But certainly you kind of want to do that to Guard Motor that's less critical. In fact, it probably is going to be end up armored assault with IS-2s and T-35 advanced. But again, it could be either of the two others, but I feel like armored assault is the more likely. But there you go. Guard Motor, I mean, that was the second most likely, I feel like. And there you go, Guardsmen out to help put pressure on Jpeg's infantry. Got some good wipes in there. Puts Jpeg in a bit of a harder position, though they can try and push back with Obersoldaten and later Panzers. We got full team with the conscripts. We still got that line to gun pretty aggressively set up here. Pretty risky, if anything, I feel like there by Jpeg. But so far it seems to have paid off nicely. But again, that can always quickly turn against you if you're not careful. More mines being laid down to the use up on the northern fuel pump. Good work. Guards will definitely prominent for the full communities, in particular once they upgraded with the DP light machine guns. That's going to put some serious pressure there on Jpeg's infantry as they will struggle against such Soviet numbers. Steel punch with the conscripts. Sturmgewehr fire there versus the Frontovics. T7 moving in until the fire rain down and misses the mark again. Panzer pulled authorized as well. Not far off from a Panzer 4. Until the fire rain down, missing the T-70A. Well, as expected, really. It's an slowed piece, not an anti-tank weapon. Though I imagine, like other German artillery pieces, it could theoretically find armor-piercing rounds at advancing tanks. I mean, as a fun fact, during Operation Barbarossa, after the encounter with the T-34s and the KV tanks, they actually began forming up lead columns for their divisions that actually had a howitzer and a flak 8 as sort of a front there to help deal with enemy armor that the tanks couldn't deal with. T7 pursuing the light infantry gun there. About to go white. Troops are reinforcing. Not far off there, but there you go. Light infantry gun there cleared out. Going to be stolen here by Use. Definitely a bit curious if we played around with that. I mean, guessing he must have had some success with it in some way, but it still feels a bit weird once your opponent's got the T-70 out. You don't want it to be, you know, that exposed. Field gun away there for Use-M246. Almost got the line infantry gun, but looks like he will be able to get away with it. Worst case scenario, we could probably try and merge some conscripts with it. So this gun division halfway done. Jpeg can't go for the Panther full now, unless he's planning to go for a Panther, which would be rather ambitious. No, he's going for the Panther 4. He's going for the Panther 4 there. The Model J. That's definitely a bit more within sensible things. Quick merge there again. Thumbs up to Use 1 Port using the very solid merge ability there. Till if I can if I hit the T-70 Panther halfway done. Concussive grenade off in the midst of the conscripts and the Guardsmen merging again though. Nice work. We ends up retreating here though with a concussive grenade there, leaving his troops quite vulnerable for a bit of while there against German infantry fire. Still very consistent merge usage there by Use-M246. Jpeg still hasn't chosen a doctrine. T-70 actually 2, 9 kills. Jpeg is losing ground fast, but he still has a nice victory point lead, and of course he's about to hit with a Panther 4, whereas Use isn't quite there in terms of armor. Though of course he does have the anti-tank gun and he has Guardsmen, so he's not completely defenseless against a Panther 4 either. Hitting the car point there, sandbags being dug in, we got troops against counter-attack. Panther 4 will also be likely to dispatch here to this critical zone of the Wehrmacht. There we go, Flux going in time, just to prevent the point from being rendered neutral. Close shave there for Jpeg. Almost got the center victory point. He still has a significant victory point near his opponent. The user's definitely doing his best to sort of try and cut that out. Good work. Panther fighting in the Pendulum machine gun on top. Very good there. typical German Panzer IV would have had 3 machine guns with a pinmark machine. That'd be the hull machine gun, the coaxial machine gun, and then the pinmark machine gun, giving it quite a bit of anti-infantry firepower. Typically, in like the interior of the tank, MG34s would be used since they were easy to like get out and change barrel on. Whereas with MG42 was a bit more tricky for tank usage. Plus, they had a lower rate of fire, so with extra like thick barrel shrouding, it was also harder to get them overheated. So there were some additional benefits to that. Panzer IV, though heavily damaged already. Less great move there by Jpeg. Less great, definitely a bad call there. I think just charging in blinded with no infantry support. Very likely to lose it now. Definite mess up there by Jpeg. Good work there by Use punishing here. Otherwise, I would say strong play from Jpeg. But right there with that Panzer IV, that ended up being quite costly. And who loses it, that's going to be huge here for Use-M246. I mean, that just means all of Jpeg's advantage, all of this is worked so hard for, just went up in flames. So Jpeg's going to have to do his utmost to ensure the Panzer IV gets back to base and gets repaired up fast. Got a bit of fighting on the west engineers being engaged, but the Falconets opposite close to a mine there. Got the centre here, looks like the Panzer IV will escape. Really close there though for Jpeg, really close. Still in the son of a doctrine though. The aircraft shot down. Taken out of the sky, imagine, by the Schwerpanzer Quarter, maybe the Panzer IV's pinmark machine gun? Yes indeed. And those pinmark machine guns were, at least initially, I think, primarily designed to be used as anti-aircraft weapons, but obviously could all be used against less airborne targets. Need to treat the Falconets. Fixing up the Panzer IV. Obersoldat almost done. There we go. City Elite. I know technically Obersoldat is just a rank. By the way the game treats them, they're sort of elite infantry. Got grenade there on the Falconets. Guards then being pushed back. Light machine gun almost done there for the Orbs, and it's going to be a problem there for users infantry. Conscript right nearby to merge with the guardsmen. Goodbye to Ladnung, and kaboom! Headicans amongst the guardsmen. Can't even merge the conscript this time around, just has to retreat. Nice opening there for the Obersoldaten. Panzer IV on the move again. Don't tell me he's going to rush straight down the line again, like after how it went last time. He should be slightly incentivized towards not just charging straight down. Wherever so a gun is going to be pointing at the Panzer IV. Bit more lucky this time around, but definitely tactically a awkward choice there. Got the Obersoldat engaging engineers. The MG34 of course doing a nice bit of damage. And while the Obersoldat does not represent any formal organisation in the German army, it wasn't uncommon by 1944-45 by German divisions, infantry, panzer and whatever to like just grab some of the best men and form them into like special platoons, companies and whatnot to deal with specific tasks. So little fun fact there. Force them against the conscripts. Over on the conscripts. Sturmpanzer clear out all of the mines that the users have been laying down. Users also finally got the take up. He can soon go for the T-3045. That's going to be a problem there for Jpeg unless he's got a Panther ready. Still no sign of doctrine here for Jpeg, by the way. Almost 20 minutes of the game and there's been no real indication of plan. There we go. T-35 on the way there for Use-M246. Engineers almost taken out with the Panzer IV. 5 kills. Close to Veterans 1. The careful thing about here for Jpeg. Back here, troops reinforcing for Jpeg. We've got the conscripting out. The T-35, they're slowly approaching the front line. Panzer IV repositioning once more. Shoots and hits the snow. Veterans 1 they gain on the Panzer IV. No, Veterans 1, not 4. T-70 there, spotting for the field gun. Good work there by Use-M246. Need to get that fixed up again. Need to be careful about sending that in blindly since you can't see all the mines, though of course you can quickly spot them. There we go. T-3485 out here for Use-M246. Follows that there was 2 conscripts with mobilized reserves. That's definitely not a good engagement from them. T-70 out as well there. 13 kills. 2 kills on the line for gun here that Use secured from Jpeg. Panther on the way. That's going to be a pretty good pick. The rest of the T-45 there. Good choice by Jpeg as long as he doesn't throw it away. See something heading straight to the False Grenadiers. Panther fast off. Panther moving about. Here we got 6 kills on that. Panther halfway down there for Jpeg and the 5th Panzer Division. Also moving in there, we got 6 kill veterans, 1 on those as well. Thanks to that. 7 kills, there go Guardsman routed. Withering Storm of Lead, and there go T-Fab shoots through the hedges, gets a shot through the Panther full side armor. Panther almost down there for Jpeg and the German army. Further south, Volkswagen besieged with the T-70. T-Fab opening up again, misses the Panzer 4. And there you go, Panther aka the Panzer 5 arrives here for Jpeg and the German army. Comes around the centre here. Panther setting out. All of a sudden heading southwards. More to keep the Panther nearby to deal with the armour. 9 kills in the Obersoldaten. Definitely starting to get somewhere. Panther setting out there. Pinball machine being added to the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 5. Keeper moves in. There you go. Straight to the line of fire of the Panther. Direct hit here on the Falcons as well. Then return. Up here, counter with Kevin. Pointing in the wrong direction. Also engaging engineers down south. We got 11 kills on those close, especially 2. Field gun ready. A Kendall shoots, misses, Falls about to get wiped out there. Oh dear, Panther's moving up here steadily as well, going for the T-70. Great hit there from the high velocity, sending fireman on the cannon. Punches right through the T-70's armour. Second shot misses though. Again, they're being hammered by the conscript, pushed away. We got 238 versus 392. Still a lead here for Jpeg. Another field gun there for use to help deal with the German armour. He could benefit, I think, from some more Obersoldaten. And a doctrine, like there's still no doctrine. We're like beyond 20 minutes, so at this point there's not really much of a benefit to be hiding up anyway, so I feel like he needs to make a choice this soon. So we'll have to see what he goes for. Panther moving westwards alongside the Panther. And there you go, we finally get a choice, and it is Fortifications. Interesting. I feel like I could have done a bit more with that soon, like for some S-mounts in there could be really great versus use, but there you go. Anti-tank rate on the Panther, the Sturmpans on that one. Schnell to fix it up, and there you go, the Sturmpans moving in. In the east side here, gates are about to brew up here as we got the comms going for the car pump, but we've got plenty of German infantry to resist this attempt. Overall minimum effort there we go, folks moving in. Obviously need to support them. Close to 52 there, 12 kills. Guardsman taking mountain losses, going for the western car pump there. Hughes not doing anything to defend this, he's more focusing on the eastern side. Guardsman hitting the dirt, but again, this up against Obersoldaten. Well, hit the dirt is fine position or something like that. There we go, Guardsman routed. We got 22 then the Obersoldaten, 13 kills, increasing their lethality. That is also, I believe, the only offensive bonus they actually get. The rest of basically just stuff to, well, make them harder to kill or make them move faster. Well, there's also 4, which gives them the suppressive fire ability, but most people never use that ability anyways. Panther taking that hit from the field gun. Oh dear, heavy damage here. Could have been knocked out here with the 2 CIS-3 divisional field guns. Very likely here. Oh, nope, gets away. Possible. No, T-Fed was going for it. The Kevin nearby. Panther's not anywhere nearby. Needs to get it out there fast. Likely he's going to lose the Panther 4 here unless Jpeg gets, or Hughes gets scared off there. Got to get knocked out as well. Field guns going out. No, he tries to fight it. Point blank range. Field guns bombarding. Everything bombarding. A Kedmev there wiped out as a high explosive shell impacts in the midst of them, killing the rest. T-4 falling back. Infantry needs to get moving there. He needs, well, more Obersoldaten, I think. He needs to get that Panzer 4 fixed up. That Panzer 4's actually now survived 2 rather close altercations with the Soviets after Jpeg kind of threw it away. And now they're both destroying the field gun. I'm surprised it hasn't actually done more damage, to be honest. Possibly indicating here that Jpeg could have been using that Panzer 4 a bit better, to be honest. Since he's like Panther 4 can really do some serious damage, use its high accuracy bonus. It's like typically, by this time, it would have at least Vetu 2. So I'm a bit surprised Jpeg hasn't been, using it better. I'm surprised, a bit disappointed maybe? Saddened? Anyways, HV5 tanks on the left for Use-M246. We got one steering artillery ability ready as well to give use a really bad time of it if timed correctly. Jpeg could theoretically go for another Panther, go for a Panther 4 here. We definitely need something, I think, to put down the hammer on those field guns. Like, if you get rid of those field guns, then the rest, I think, of uses armored forces become much more isolated. But with those field guns still in play, it's going to be a bit difficult there for Jpeg to deal with them. In this regard, Morbusland could be really good picks. Once again, they have a lot of damage. They can quickly clear out the field guns as they flank them, while the tanks draw the attention away from the infantry. Good hit there on the T-35. That Panther's snapping away. Close to Veterans U1 there. Morbusland, they're about to get wiped out. Panther charging through there. Orphan's being shot to bits. Panther there taking a lot of damage. Needs to get out of there. Needs to get out of there. Shot and miss, but still his Veterans 1-3 kills. Panther moving up. Veteran 2 game, but needs to get out there as well. Luxuk. Oh shit, he's combat blitzing ahead. He's going for the kill possibly, but there's a good chance he accidentally losing the Panther 4 here instead. Fox coming up. Holy smoke, shots are bouncing. Can he save the Panther 4 again? Looks like it. Wow, he's really got the damage of luck, but you can see there now it's halfway to 23. Suddenly it got a lot more experience very fast as we began using a bit more there. Steel Panther being wiped out. I need to pull back the Panthers to the base to repair them. And he really should go for more armor soon. Several hits here on the Panther. 4 kills. Aircraft shot down. Guessing that's the Panther 4 doing that one again, maybe. Nope, that was the Schwerer Panzerquarters 30mm flak. They're doing it. Fixing up the Panther 4. Heading westwards. He's going for more Sturmpanzer repairs. So again, I feel like Orbis will die more of those would really be helpful with all the infantry and the support weapons. Like 2 squads of those light machine guns can actually do some heavy damage. Maybe even 3 could actually be. Obviously, that would be a bit on the excessive end, but they really just tear through the infantry and support weapons. And I particularly feel like, again, being able to clear out the field guns right now is going to be his main priority, because once they're gone, the rest of User's armor is very much isolated. Exposed. Naked, even. Panther 4 there, though, good to go. Panther being fixed up. We got no sign of any armor yet here for Jpeg. No additional armor, at least. I mean, obviously, this is a Panther and the Panzer 4, but say additional Panzer 4s or Panthers. Guards from the round, we've got 20 kills on the Orbis of Darden. Followed with the conscripts. Lanford gun there with 2 kills. Panther moving westwards. Panther is good to go as well there for Jpeg. Needs to get the one in action. T5 there has reached 22 of 15 kills. Very good work there by Use. 16 kills. Panther shoots, misses. Direct hit from Initiative 5. Orbis on force retreat. Panther moving up, straight into every field gun and the tank destroyer. Not great. They need to pull that Panther back and the Panzer 4. I need to get them fixed up again with the Sturmpaniers. Didn't last long there. He needs to be more careful with the way he attacks. He needs to try and outmaneuver Use. Or needs smoke screens from another line if he can push through the fields of fire. He's just going to risk losing armor here. And, oh, he's about to lose that Panther, isn't he? I'm guessing that's a pathing error there, because the way that Panther moved was definitely absolutely dumb. So I'm guessing that was a pathing error, which can unfortunately happen. Now he just spectacularly misclicked, but either way, that Panther 4 got wasted there for Jpeg. Big loss. Got a pack for 3 up there to help deal with the armor. I mean, in the right place, that can be quite nice, but he'd need it close to the front line, because right now it's just going to cover a very small part here. So he needs to, to be, if possible, dig further into User's territory, at least the area he's sort of defending from, to really be effective. But still, he can sort of bait his opponent's armor into it. He should be able to deal with them. Another pack for 3 almost done. Equipped with a obviously 88mm gun there. Semi just actually high velocity version than Flak 8. There you go, great hit. Folks are about to get wiped out and annihilated. No, this is the early version of Pack 33. They used the same, carriage as the Leichter Feldhaubitze 18, as they didn't have the right mount ready for it, or carriage or whatever, which would actually meant to be sort of something similar to the Flak 8 with a cruciform mount. Little fun fact there. Artillery fire there in the Pack 43. Great hit there on the Initiative 5. Veterans 1 gained. But again, the problem is it only keeps him away from a certain amount, but it does, for example, allow him to potentially push. Okay, we got here zeroing artillery. He's going in with a Panther. He's going in deep. Empty flying up here as well. Shot. There we go. H5 down. Panther H2 hit down the T-34-6. Artillery raining down. T-34 moving up. Panther there. Oh. Artillery raining down there. Oh. Steel Pods moving in, clearing out the field. And also moving up as well here. Panther almost being knocked out. T-35 down. Panther down. Need to cover this infantry. T-34 down. Panther ban. No, that's a field gun abandoned. Light infantry gun cleared. Artillery fire raining there on the Sturmpanies and the Oberson. We've got 26 kills there. Need to be careful. He's deep in it. Grab the center victory point. We've got 203 versus 275. Deep push there by Jpeg. Destroyed most of the user's forces. But the problem is actually kind of short on forces here. So it's going to be hard for him to follow up. Meanwhile, Use has got plenty of infantry. So who knows where this will go. But, you know, impressive attack here from Jpeg. Like, he just cleared out all of those tanks. And actually did some damage. The problem is by that time his force already taking too much damage, so like he's got very little left. He's going for another Panther 4. Good. Pack 43 actually ended up getting quite a few armored kills because with the artillery running down, I'm guessing Use was just kind of panning about. They're trying to move stuff about and then, you know, accidentally move to the range fire of the Pack 43. But actually turned out to be surprisingly well done there. Maybe just that more infantry pro could have done more damage, but there you are. Quick move here from Use to secure the center. Panther 4 halfway down there. We got 203 versus 257. Troops are healing and forcing. I really like him. Infantry is going to be right now the major issue there. The lack of overall forces for Jpeg and the German army. The 5th Panzer Division. Pack 4 is about to get assailed here and it can't defend itself against all the infantry anyways. It'd be really bad for him if his opponent stole and began shooting at the base. There we go. Pack 3 about to get cleared out. Field gun opening up on it as well. Almost got in. There you go. Pack for the feed crew expires. Sturmpanies 24% moving up there. Half 8 to veteran 4. 27 kills. I mean, those Sturmpanies can really do some serious damage. And if you get a bunch in the gun, you can really actually just cleave through your opponent's infantry. Down from there, Charlie got the Panther moving ahead. T-Fed forces some 6 out here for Use. West side there, Fox and Charlie about to get wiped out here. Pack 43 recruit. Fox is wiped out. Jpeg has barely any infantry left. He's bleeding out here. He's got 2 Sturmpanies and an Obersoldaten squad. And they're quite expensive infantry in force, and that's probably also why most people don't go for a lot of Obersoldaten, because at some point they're going to be really difficult to replace casualties on. Bit similar with Sturmpanies. I mean, he's basically got no force, he's got none of the cheap troops left, and he just doesn't have enough momentum anyway, so it's a bit more difficult for him just like preserving manpower anyways. It's not impossible, but he's kind of stuck in a bad place. Meanwhile, Use is just chucking out more infantry here. Like it's no one else's business. Mine's going down there, very good. Panther will take direct hit here. We've got 203 versus 244. Troops moving out here. Got the Sturmpanier, got the Obersoldaten. I mean, he's got plenty of time to theoretically just try and stall out here a bit, but it's going to be pretty risky here. Directly on the Panther 4. Meanwhile, Use can just begin chucking out again. Tanks are plenty. And swarm here, Jpeg. Also on the MH4, but they did really easily collapsible building. Pretty risky there we go, getting out of it, realising that's not going to end up well for him if he sticks around for too long. Down to Combatants in the Orbital down here. 31 kills, 32. Oh, they're about to get wiped. Forced to retreat. Panther 4 being fixed up. Grab the western fuel point there. He can soon go for another. Panther 4 can suppose get 2 Panther 4s going. He might have shot he does his use. There you go. Pack 43 destroyed. Field gun gets hit in the Panther 4, and that's about to go down, I think. T-54 might make a race for it and destroy it. You can just ram it. And once the Panther 4 is gone, then Jpeg's got really nothing left. But he is almost done to crew that Pack 43. Another Panther 4 there for Jpeg. Should to get wiped out. Jpeg now confined to his base, as if though he's been quarantined. So yeah, his chances of getting back into this, I think, are limited. Particularly, and he keeps attacking Use head on rather than trying to outmaneuver, which is firepower better. He's just taking as many hits as he can in the process, which is not really the Oberkommando way, to be honest. At least not in my opinion. Which is also where the others get really expensive rather than just trying to use them to flank and just host down the opponent and minimise the incoming firepower. Second Panther form is done. 200 points left here for Jpeg. And there you go, Jpeg surrenders, realising this is over. Game over, GG. I mean, overall, an interesting fight with a lot of some rarer doctrines here being used. Fortifications is not something we see a lot there. He really had some good moves. The problem is Jpeg was too reliant just attacking head on, not enough maneuvering. He lost too much infantry. And I also feel like that first Pentafor there, in the end, didn't get used as efficiently as it could have, so that did not help him out either. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and tell your friends. This is Imperial Linting. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sony episode. Bye.